No.
What's good? This is the Heavyweight Podcast. We're doing another quarantine style episode. This is episode 10. Um, Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. To above and below me, we have wants to say
Above,
there
above, right?
above, and below.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
he's not pictured, but he's there.
Oh yeah, he's below you. Yeah, you right. The nigga, the technician key.
He's like, that's you, Keith. Oh,
My
wait,
bad,
that's
yeah.
government. My bad.
Yeah. Keith,
think this is what's
aka the technician.
Yo,
I like it. And this is Kevin Wendell.
I'm
That's
Mo.
it.
That's it.
Let me slide. All right, we're gonna start off by this week. It was Kobe Bryant's birthday. Rest in peace.
Mamba.
Also, it was also Mamba Day
A1.
this week. I wanted to start off throughout this podcast and everyone having a statement of maybe sharing a story of their favorite Kobe moment.
Oh, Lord. Shit.
I know there's probably several, but like what one that just sticks out when you think about it.
When you won a dunk contest.
You want to dunk?
Damn, really?
That's my first memory of Kobe vividly. That's my first, like, I was already a fan, but when he won that dunk contest that year, I was like, my man's the GOAT. That was
His rookie year.
Cemented. Yeah. Yeah.
But I add, this is the same year.
When he went between the legs
And dunked.
pulled it up.
And had Brandy and Brandy's brother.
Good. Shout out to Brandy. Yeah.
That dunk.
Yeah.
That dunk wasn't with shit
When he
this-
made that
this
dunk,
year's.
come on. I grew up a Laker fan. I was already a Laker fan, and then to see a young Laker do that, he was the GOAT. And I was
have any
big
other
on,
Lakers?
I was big on Eddie, big on Nick. That's like the core team. Him, Eddie, Nick.
Eldon Campbell, the Virgin.
Right. That's my core of my youth.
Was Eldon Campbell?
Oh, it was
a virgin?
AC Green. It was
AC Green was a virgin. I was like,
My bad.
Eldon Campbell wouldn't surprise me though. That sounds hating, but it wouldn't surprise me.
It was AC Green. My bad. Virgin.
So yeah, but the dunk contest, man. That was it. That was it for me, man.
What about you, Kevin?
That confirmed that trade was worth it.
I got a couple. I'm gonna go with damn. You know what? I'm gonna do the one in Phoenix. They didn't win that series, I don't believe. But you remember the game he beat him on the buzzer beater?
Mm-hmm.
He came to the
playoff?
elbow. That's
You talking about first
Yeah,
round?
yeah.
We talking what, 98?
No. When they played Phoenix, he had Smush Parker and all them.
This was when Kobe, the Lakers was his at that point.
It's just Kobe. It was like
we talking what?
Smush
06?
Parker, Sasha Vujacic.
Who went past to Smush Parker? That era.
Them
I
years
just
where
remember
the cutoff
watching
was
that
wasted.
game like with my dad.
Yeah.
And like my dad always tried to give me shit about being a Laker fan, Kobe fan. And like this moment, he was like kind of doubting it. And I was like, nah, we cool, man. We got Kobe. Like, we're good. He's like, damn, there's like no time. And then he just ran down to the elbow, hit that shot. And I remember my dad like, yeah! And I'm like, but you the one who doubted, nigga. Like,
He's a believer now. He's a believer.
no, my dad always would give me shit. He tried when I hated LeBron. I don't hate LeBron now, but that nigga was like always like, you like LeBron more than Kobe. I'm like, how you gonna tell me when I'm trying to tell you gave up on Kobe in this last shot?
Another moment that stands out for me was that his first game back from the whole bullshit, trial
Which one,
shit,
the Colorado?
not trial, but the accusation, and he hit that buzzer beater in Denver like that. Walked
Chappelle
off.
said that one perfectly
Walk
because he
off.
was not lying.
Beat that
He
kid.
played like he was
He
playing
beat
for
that
his
course.
freedom.
He beat that case on the court. So,
Yeah.
That
what about you, Keith?
Mine's a little petty. One of my favorites
of course, yeah.
was when he scored on Shaq for the first time once Shaq went to
You mean when he
was
put
it
his
the
nuts in Shaq's
Celtics?
face?
He went to No, he went to
Miami?
the Heat.
He went to Miami first. Yeah, Miami.
Oh,
Miami.
okay, yeah.
It was Miami, then the Suns, then Boston, or was it Boston then Suns?
Oh yeah. It was
He
he was
retired
on
with
the Heat,
Boston.
but
Retired with Boston.
yeah, when he scored the
Because
first
I
time
think he
on
went to
Shaq.
Boston and played like a half a game. That's your favorite? You said that's petty?
You don't remember us
Do you remember the look he gave
Yeah.
Shaq after he scored on him?
Oh yeah, he stared him down. He said,
Did he
"Nigga, you fucked
retire at Cavs? No, he did play with the Cavs. He
No.
retired at Celtic. He did. That's weird. Because he's a Laker for life, and that motherfucker...
It hurt. You know, it always hurts me to see my favorite players in that jersey. I hate Boston with a passion. It hurt when I saw Shaq in that jersey. It hurt when I hated when Garnett went there because I was a big Garnett fan, but I couldn't rock with him. Once he put that green on, I couldn't rock with him. Deaf.
I don't even hate on them niggas no more when you think about it. You're like, oh, they ain't even close to the Lakers.
Fuck them.
Y'all won when ain't nobody was there.
I'm gonna say fuck Boston, but if Jason Tatum, if you want to come to LA, we take you.
He will. One day.
Your moment. So
Hey,
what's your
What's
moment?
yours? Yeah, that's what I was like. You just sitting there waiting.
I have a couple, but my main one was when I got to see him in person. They were playing the Wizards, and he scored. He dropped like 22 in the first half.
Oh, you want to do that?
And I just remember thinking, oh shit, like see it live, like it was dope. Like
Yeah.
I got to see like what I grew up watching because I was Kobe pretty much made sure I was the reason that I got into basketball so heavy because I didn't know like somebody could be so young and dope. So to see him live was like, oh man, it was like full circle.
Can I give you since we're in the heavyweight podcast and we're supposed to flex every once in a while, after hitting weights, I want to give you a little flex one. Because I didn't think about that when I went to see this motherfucker in person in Phoenix because tickets didn't cost shit because Sun sucked. And I was up out there talking shit. Like, that was when Dave Chappelle was Rick James and all that. So every time Kobe pulled up, I just like, or Prince, I was like, good. Like, good. Like, niggas were like, shut the fuck up. Like, if you had the free throw line, oh, he's cold-blooded. He just hit. It was a game he dropped either 49 or 50 because they put DJ Strawberry on him.
Oh Lord.
Like, I watched that game and I was like, is that Daryl Strawberry's son guarding Kobe? Oh, this is going to be a long night.
Come on, Daryl Strawberry, the baseball player, right?
No, yeah, the baseball player. His son played for the Suns.
Damn.
And got scorched for 50. And I was like, that was a mistake.
When
But
the
I
last
got to
time
see that one. I got to see a 50-point game.
When the last time y'all heard anything about Ruben Patterson?
Chat! Since now.
You better back them
Wasn't he
words
the
up.
Kobe stopper?
The
He's
GOAT.
Kobe stopper.
No, he just hurt his team.
But I thought he was the Kobe stopper.
Yeah, he thought too.
So
He thought he was something.
and sticking to the same topic, what impact did Kobe have on you growing up?
As in, how do you mean? What do you mean?
Like, was he just the basketball player, like the Laker? Was he your favorite player? Was he like, was there certain philosophies like the Mamba mentality that you kind of used in your own life, or the way he approached things made you kind of feel like sometimes you needed to step up, or was it like something where like
Not for me. Not for me.
no?
He was I don't know. He's just an athlete fixture, but like it didn't kick in more for me with that type of shit until like after he was done. Like when he was done, it was like, oh, like you didn't think about that because I was a lot older. Like I feel like I grew up kind of with Kobe. Like he was older than me a little bit, but it's like where it's like not too much. So it's like watching that, it was like I'm just watching somebody career go. But as you get older and start dealing with shit in real life, you kind of get it. Like, you know what I mean? You're like, we're lucky, and you're like, damn.
I can
Like,
concur.
that's
with
when
that.
it impacted me more, when he was retired.
Yeah, when I was older and he's later in his career, and then when you I had the mental capacity to apply the things that he did. Because I mean, when you think about that, Mamba mentality is tenacity. You apply that to anything you go after in life, you can't be nothing but successful. The work ethic, the drive, and then I mean, man, Kobe the father, bro, like that. To me, that's come on. You can have it all, but it's gonna take everything. You know, his story of
Yeah.
he taking the helicopters back and forth so he can still take his daughters to school, and he's trying to be the best player in the
Dad.
world and the best dad in the world, and he best husband in the world, and he balances those hats pretty well, man. I mean, that's something I try to
He,
model.
he coined that phrase "girl dad." Like that was like that's that like you couldn't say "girl dad" and not think Kobe.
Yeah.
Still can't. Yeah,
Yeah.
at all.
Another one of my favorite moments is when
You're
me being
welcome.
me being an Eagles fan. Now I think about that. I just the video of him celebrating in his home because Kobe was also an Eagle fan. So the video of him celebrating when we won the Super Bowl that year. That's the video I always think about because I did the
I don't
same
know
thing.
that one.
I
gotta
did the
see
same
that one.
thing. Yeah. I think Vanessa had recorded it on her one of her social platforms. You know,
Oh,
he was
that was the impact for you. Is just him after Maurice? The
I mean, after and during. I mean, come on, man. What? Middle school, high school. Every time I put a shot up, shit. When I do it now, I'm teaching my daughter to say Kobe, man. Like, I mean, you wanted to. I mean, the only thing I don't like about Kobe is them ugly ass Adidas shoes. But other than that,
Oh,
You-
those
he
were
has
awesome.
some
Come
nice
on,
ones.
don't do that.
He
Come
has
on,
some
no
nice
way
ones.
arcs.
the Spacewalkers.
I
Yeah,
had
those are
those.
dope.
I couldn't
can't
tell you which
I was
one was
being-
left or right.
I
God
was
damn it, they were
I was being
comfortable.
facetious.
I
No
could
one
not tell
ever
you which
played
one
in
was the
a
left
day
foot or
in
the
those
right foot.
shoes.
Man,
God
These are
damn it, they were
basketball shoes.
comfortable.
Like, no, they're not.
You
Those
could
are
not.
basketball
You
shoes.
could not be on the court in them Spacewalker Adidas Kobe
I
shoes.
did.
Did
bro.
he wear those once?
I did.
Bro.
No, but
They're heavy as
did
fuck.
Kobe wear those once? Did he ever
Yes.
lace those up and go on the court?
Yes.
Nah, he out
Did
there
he?
break. Out there,
Yeah.
you gonna break your own ankle with them
I don't.
heavy.
You're gonna have to show. You're gonna have to put a picture up.
We're gonna find one.
I don't remember it.
We're gonna
I don't
find one.
remember.
Now I will
I'm
say
gonna
I
put
did
it
have
on
a
the
pair.
social.
I did have a pair of them. I'm talking shit about
You
them,
had
but
a
I had a
pair?
pair. Yeah, I had a pair.
Oh
I
damn!
had
Didn't
a
have
pair
them
of
long.
space boots.
Didn't have them
My
long.
nigga's tripping.
I had
But
the
I had
first
The moon
Kobe's.
boots.
I had the moon boots.
I
I
can't
had
say
the
nothing.
KB8s. I had the crazy
You
8s.
remember those Jordans that like they had the flap that went over the top?
Yeah,
No,
I've seen
I'm not
those,
wearing
but I
those.
never had them.
Exactly.
No.
Nobody remembers them, but my dumb ass bought them.
When I was at Ramona for 1 year, all the dudes was rocking them. Remember those came in a fucking a case. The motherfuckers used
What
to bring them to
the-
school. Those Jordans.
Really?
Oh,
They came
that's
in a
funny.
silver case.
yeah.
The motherfuckers was
funny.
bringing them shits to school.
Yeah.
There was multiple niggas
I
bringing those to
remember.
school.
This is a random side story. I remember at uni. I think it was Penny Hardaway. The whole school was wearing like Penny Hardaways because
Penny was
they
big,
couldn't
man.
afford
fell off a
those.
train. No, they fell off a train.
Yeah, I
Like
couldn't
literally
afford
the whole school. I was like, hey, if somebody comes here, they're gonna be like, hey, wait, timeout. How's the whole school got the same shoe? We're
Them
missing a
shits were
couple crates.
expensive.
They were selling for dirt
Yeah.
cheap because they
Penny.
fell off a train.
Man, I was a big
But,
Penny fan.
That's
too.
crazy.
What about you, Keith?
Um,
I thought he left us.
I guess for me, it was just a natural transition from growing up as a Jordan fan to gravitate to
You
Kobe.
ain't a Laker guy like that.
Hmm?
I said
What?
you ain't a Laker guy like that. You ain't gonna be no Jordan fan if you Laker guy like that.
Yeah. So it was it was his game was just amazing to watch.
Yeah.
Even though I was the only Kobe fan in the family, so every time a game would come on, even my grandmother, she's a Laker fan. For some odd reason, she didn't like Kobe though. But yeah,
Can I interject for a second? You know the coolest part about what you said there was how you said was the only Laker or Kobe fan, because that shit changed. He changed that.
yeah.
He made everybody who hated him went, oh no, that's my nigga right there. He's good.
It's on the boat.
You know what? I do apply something to my life now, since I've kind of not in stand up like that. You remember the Nike commercial we were talking about, the "You're welcome."
For
The
Kanye,
thing he said, yeah, but when he said that, that actually like makes so much sense. Like a different animal, but the
and
same
beast.
beast. You're like, yeah, I gotta do something different, but I still got that shit. I got that dog in me. Don't fucking play. Don't make me pull that shit out. And it's time. Like that's it can't be it's not gonna be like that's what I look at right now. I know it's not gonna be stand up. I don't have the fucking time to do it like that. But something's coming. And we're doing it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I got you.
Same animal. Or different animal, same beast.
And beast. So. I guess I'll say what my impact, his impact for me growing up. I used to approach everything that I did with some sort of intensity or hunger or extreme. Even Maurice can attest to that. When we've played basketball, I keep that same competitive shit. Like but that all stems from me growing up watching Kobe and him never uh, letting up on his teammates or his opponents. He expects you to bring your A game, just like. And I think if that's an important philosophy we bring to the table and everything we do, you bring your A game. You make sure you hold yourself accountable for being as dope as you know you can be, and I think that's even obvious. Like when you see how he was as a parent, like what you said, Maurice, like he was doing the helicopters to making sure he was there. He made sure he had all the time for his daughters. Make sure he was in their life. He said he'd always got up at 4 a.m. so he never used it as an excuse. Well, I had to do this or do that. He would say, that's not their fault that I'm this busy. So I got to make sure that I make the time I can be in their lives, and I still use that to this day to try to be like that impact is still there. Like that's what I think is dope about like somebody like Kobe, because even watching like the memorial they have for him when Jordan was even talking about him. There's heights that Kobe reached. I don't even think Jordan could, as far as just as a personality. Like the fact that he could speak like 6 languages and he could go to a game and shoot the shit with Luca and have interviews where literally I've sat there a few times and watched interviews where Kobe is talking and he can switch from having a conversation in English to Spanish, to Italian, all in the same thing, or have a interview where he's learned a little bit of some sort of uh Cantonese or whatever, just for the whatever audience he was entertaining. So like that's a rare. Like you even with the
Yeah.
kids now, you don't see anywhere near the intelligence level to just be like, you know what, this is a business. When I go to a different arena, whether it be overseas or whatever, I'm respecting them enough to learn their customs and shit like that. Like that's taking your hunger to a whole different level and saying this is a business, nigga. Like this is what I do. Like to even say he could step away from it and still say I'm still gonna be the best dad I can be, to the point where it made me feel like I wasn't stepping up as a parent, because I'm looking at him going, damn, this like he's busy as fuck and he's still doing what he's doing. Like
Yeah, absolutely.
you mean like shit, I need to step up. Like that's holding yourself
Everything's
accountable.
them first.
I mean, not even that. I mean, you Kobe Bryant, everybody wants your attention, and
And
the
you
kind of
still doing like that's
a lot of people say, I'll sleep when I die. Kobe was the walking embodiment of
yeah.
I'll sleep when I'll die.
And that's
He
what he
you can tell he lived off of naps and 3 hours,
Well, I
man.
think I don't know. I think he just was different. I don't think he slept off and worked off of naps. I think there was a point where his phone cut off and his phone cut off. And that was
he,
that. And
yeah,
everybody fucking knew.
he
Like,
took
everybody knew.
those whatever many hours sleeps, and then he was up at that same time, and he was like it was just
I mean,
ridiculous. It
Like,
was very,
I was
this is
like
it's
what I do.
chuckling over here because
it's
I
a
was
known
like,
fact that the
Kobe.
man trained on vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
He
So
was
even then,
the perfect nigga. Like, that was it. Like, he was the perfect nigga. When
but
you were like,
even then,
oh.
like when you hear conversations now after he's passed, the conversation that other players have of Kobe, where they're like, motherfucker, like Bradley Bill was like, and he was talking to all the smoke when he was talking to Matt Barnes Steven Jackson. He was like, "Nigga, did Kobe ever do that hissing shit?" And they were like, they knew exactly what he was talking about. That was that embodied like where people have all these stories, and they're all different, but they're all crazy or amazing. Or even like, for instance, Mark, shout out to Mark Tucker, our coworker. He met Kobe in person. He said, he's not even a Kobe fan like that, but he said Kobe was mad professional. He was there for the simple fact that he was there to root on his daughter. It wasn't about it being about him. He was like, I'll take, you can take a quick picture, but I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, because if I do it for you, everybody's wanting a picture. But it was that drive to say, I am here strictly for her. This has
he set boundaries.
No person, nothing personal, but this, I am here for them. And you could take a picture of me, that's fine, I don't mind, but I'm not doing the autograph signings and all that. I'm here for my daughter's sake to support her. And that, like I said, I think that speaks volumes of how great, and every person can have a different story about the same man and it still be amazing. But
you know what? This is what we don't think about with Kobe too. Like, he almost like proved that anybody could do this. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could do this. It's like,
gotta have the hunger. Yeah,
I'm not saying he's average. You know what I mean? Like, he's a different motherfucking human. Like, he's far beyond just he was the perfect of everything. Where it's like, yo, nigga, you figured it out.
no.
But like, with athletically, he wasn't faster, better, or nothing than everybody else, right? He was
at the hunger.
About average, but he worked harder than everybody else.
No.
Like, you could do it if you want it. You just gotta actually want it and do it.
No. Real talk. But I think we spent entirely too long, but I think it's necessary, especially.
Oh no, we could spend a whole segment on Kobe. Like,
Kobe's
we could do a
birthday,
whole
Mama
episode.
Day.
Yeah,
I mean,
easy.
This man was amazing for me. He's one of my biggest influences growing up. So rest in peace, man. You've influenced a lot of people, and every day I wake up and still can't believe he's gone, bro.
He's the only athlete that ever wrote on Instagram.
Yeah.
I sent him a straight DM. I'll admit it.
Would have been 43 this year. But moving on. I don't know if we're gonna keep it. Let's keep it light, and then we'll get to that. So Kendrick Lamar releases a song. Well, part of a song this week. What?
Paolo's only son.
Okay. He released a song this week with his cousin Baby King, called "Family Ties." Your thoughts or takes on this, gentleman? Think it was dope? Was it?
Fire is coming.
Yeah, it's a warning shot.
Fire is coming.
Warning shot.
Cannons are loaded. Artillery is ready to fire. This
You
shit
know why Kanye released his
gonna
album? He said, "Oh shit, Kendrick's coming, nigga."
Better drop that Lover Boy shit soon, because he ran out of time. Fire is coming.
There's a statement. The all who went platinum, all that shit. Burn those motherfucking hard drives. Like you.
Yeah. Hey,
Kendrick's one of those who don't even care about album sales. He's like, you can outsell me, but did you out rap me? Let's be honest.
Yeah, Kendrick's a motherfucking beast. So, do you feel like this was directed at? I mean, he said top 5 enough. Obviously, it was directed. Do you think it's specific towards what he saw and then saw as far as like the J. Cole's dropping and Drake's constantly dropping? And like him even taking a shot saying pretty much, I'm putting out my shit when I feel like it. You're not going to force me or rush me to do so. I'm putting it out when I want to, and it's going to be what I want it to be.
I personally believe that was a shot at J. Cole. I'm going to put my shit out when it's ready. I think that was a shot at J. Cole because I really feel like that last J. Cole project, you want to call it a mixtape, you want to call it whatever, that shit was rushed. That shit was rushed. That was just some, hey, I got this shit here. I'll throw this together just to get you guys off my back. About some shit.
I don't know if it was. I think. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off with that. My bad.
But that top 5. I mean, who really gives a fuck? When you're talking about rappers in the game, you're talking to Drake, you're talking to Cole, and you fucking 3 through 5 don't fucking matter because
I feel like
ain't nobody else moving units.
It's all subjective too.
It is
Top
subjective.
fives
But
are subjective.
I think
but, like,
he's saying
it's
whoever the
only
fuck your
the
top
only
five is.
person right now that can drop something right now without any type of media exposure and moving units is Jay. Jay and Kendrick and Drake. Those are the three names.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, that's true.
Baby.
That's it. Everybody else, they need to roll out.
But I think with that line that whoever your top five is like if you think they're the top five, I'm about to eat them.
Ain't
Doesn't
shit.
even matter. Doesn't even matter. You gotta talk to me first if they want to talk to God. God damn, nigga, what you say? I didn't get to talk to Jesus. I gotta call Kendrick.
But
To me,
I think
what
it's
Kendrick
even-
was saying on that, like he's basically saying I'm coming. It's kind of like early '90s when you know how X used to when DMX was the hottest shit in the street, and when you heard that growl, you knew that the next 16 bars was about to blow a nigga out of socks.
What
It's coming.
what people don't give Kendrick enough credit
that?
for is his way of approaching it, because he's very business. It's very there's a like even bordering on the Kobe mentality. It's very I know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I know how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
Even like when I've had conversation with
chess.
Maurice when he's talking about Damn, and he said how you could play it front to back, and it's the same way.
That shit
Does
work.
not. No one else does it. No one else can do
Shit
that.
works.
Yeah, and that even then, like J. Cole's, they can't put out projects like that where it's so thought out and everything goes together and it forms and it gels perfectly. Like so, even now with that song, that was very much planned. He is rolling out his it's supposed to be his final Top Dog project, but at the same token, he's pushing his label. He didn't say it was his last album like J. Cole's gearing up for. He said, "Nah, this is my final Top Dog shit, but don't get it twisted. This is my label. This is my cousin. He's on my label. If you watch the video, you can tell they're pushing it heavy. Like there's a thought process where he's like, this shit is very well thought out, and I don't think people give him enough credit about that.
He's 5 years ahead.
Yeah, and he's already got it ready. Like, and he's like, oh yeah, by the way, Top Dog, last thing, but don't get it twisted, nigga. I'm still coming. I'm still gonna be that dude. You're still gonna be like, and now he's the top of it. He's not. He is Top Dog. He is the top dog of his label. So
Yeah.
When it comes to Top Dog, the group, man, I mean, they have a lineup over there that's spectacular. So I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna. Sever.
Still gonna fuck with him.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna sever any of those relationships, but I do feel like, man, in the next, it may be. We don't know. It could be next Friday. It could be 3 months from now. But whenever he decides to hit the button, the shit.
Napalm.
it's gonna change. For everyone's
Everybody
going to be on Kendrick for a long. It's not going to be forgettable.
Because of what I do feel like I know Cole has done it twice, the whole double platinum on features, but I feel like Kendrick, if he really wanted to, if he wanted that, he could have it.
I feel like Kendrick don't give a fuck about sales.
He don't give a fuck about sales.
And everybody else says about sales. They say that until he drops, and when he drops, they're like, "Fuck, I got to rap."
And what makes it even dope is every one of his projects sounds different, and he just goes to what he wants to say, and people just rock with it. Where I feel like everyone else is trying to ride a wave of whatever's popular to stay relevant. So like he literally will do his own thing. Yeah, he does his own thing and puts it out, and people fuck with it heavy. Now, sometimes it's a slow burn, like with To Pimp a Butterfly for a lot of people. A lot of people didn't fuck with it at first.
Yeah,
when you actually listen and let it sit, like let it. Yeah, they didn't get it. When you actually listen to it, it was like, okay, I fucks with this. So it's like that's the dope thing about Kendrick is he can still keep putting out shit, and it'll be way different, but you'll eventually be like, I fuck with this. Like
he shifts the culture when he drops.
Yeah,
the whole thing.
We could do a couple sections on or segments just on To Pimp a Butterfly. The mind fuck that whole album is. When you think about the concept, you think about the message, you think about the interview, how he's interviewing.
Nigga, how that album started? Oh my god, every nigga is a star. What?
like that shit.
Think about this shit though. There's only a few people in entertainment. You can either agree or not agree. There's only a few people in entertainment that you can literally legitimately say whatever they do, they're successful at because they have the hunger. Now,
the drive.
We never got to see Kobe act. But I guarantee you, if Kobe decided he wanted to act at any time, he would have been the dopest basketball playing actor.
He wasn't gonna do comedy roles. He was gonna do serious roles.
Yeah.
He was gonna be Denzel.
But even then, like I can say with Kendrick, like I've seen Kendrick act a couple of times, and I was like, this nigga doesn't. I haven't seen him act ever. But he did a good job when he did like the role on Power. I feel like anything Kendrick puts his mind to, and there's only a few in the industry that they anything they do, they're successful at because they have the fucking hunger. Yeah, Tupac. There's only a few people that can actually do anything that they do, they're really fucking good at because they put the time in.
The one,
Be good at it.
another
And
name
even
I think about
Eminem.
is, I think Donald Glover.
Yeah.
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover's different. He's different. He's
Think
different. That motherfucker's different.
Think about Eminem and 8 Mile.
Oh,
Yeah.
Never acted before. It wasn't no fucking actor. Like, but you bought him in that role. Granted, it was loosely autobiographical, but it was something where you
he
still
gave a
sold.
shit.
Yeah, but he sold you on that character. You felt B Rabbit. Like you were like, damn, this nigga struggling.
I think when you're passionate about your art, no matter what that art form is, it's going to be great.
Exactly.
I think that comes from humility too.
Yeah.
Like,
And
you know you're dope, you're confident as fuck, but you're like, I also have to respect this craft.
Yep. And you know that if you half step it, they're gonna see it. So like I think that's dope. Like there's only a few that can do that in the industry, entertainment or whatever. Like they can whatever they put their mind to, they're dope at it. Like we're just gonna give Kobe a pass on that rapping shit, but that had to do with the fact that whatever
he was no
rapping
Dame
about.
Dollar, but he wasn't bad. I mean,
he wasn't bad. It's just his subject matter. His subject matter at the time wasn't realistic.
You heard Ron Artest rap.
But you gotta think about it, man. His subject matter would be different, bro, because he grew up in Italy. You know, he had a small stint of lifetime as a teen in America.
I'm saying,
it's different.
I guess
different mindset.
Somebody like, I think it was LL or somebody. I think it was LL. He said that Kobe had played him his music, and he was like, "Dude, no one's gonna believe that you're a gangster." But he had to change up his whole thing, and it was like,
what you rapping about? I do want to hear Kobe's gangster raps. Like, oh, you talking about killing niggas?
And he had
we need that hard drive
on it and shit.
But with that same vein, if Kobe decided to be a fucking thug, he would have been the biggest thug nigga out there.
Exactly.
They'd be like, oh, we gotta call that nigga.
I feel like Kobe would have been Ghost.
Yeah.
Like I'm suffering my family, but if I have to, I'll kill you. I will kill you.
And that's the thing. I know going back to Kobe, I think it's dope that even like the hardest niggas in basketball, now when they talk about Kobe, they said, you know, bullshit aside, Kobe was one of the realest niggas they ever came across because they might not have liked him when they played him, but when you know after they got done playing and they respected him because he never switched up.
Honestly,
that was him.
He was true to himself.
Yeah.
Yes, I do take that to my life. I take that in my life. That's one thing I've always said. I can't stray away from who the fuck I am. I just can't, no matter what. I'll never do it.
That's the big key, and a lot of people can't do it. So that's what's up.
I live by that. You be who you are, and you know your people who rock with you gonna rock with you regardless because they know who you are. You know,
that's why this podcast exists.
The ones that don't, I go like this.
Fuck them.
I wish you the best, brother.
These two Kevin and Maurice are like two sides of the same coin because every time I go to them for advice, they tell me the same exact answer. Fuck them. Do you fuck them?
Oh man, I learned that from some old nigga in comedy. Hey. Like I was having a day where I was just like, man, I was trying to figure it out, and he had been in comedy for like 25, 30 years, and he was just like, yeah, do what you're gonna do. You know what funny is. You're funny, so be funny. And if they don't fuck with it, fuck those fools. Whatever. You'll see another crowd.
That's real talk.
The opinions of people who don't affect your life personally don't matter.
But continuing on with entertainment, Kanye West, like you guys said today, dropped Donda.
Can we talk about? Can we talk about the intro?
Donda.
Hey, you know. Hey, niggas grieve differently. Fast. People grieve differently.
Oh man,
they grieve differently. Like, you know, we gotta let the nigga grieve. Like, I did skip that too. I thought something was gonna drop, and then I was like, nothing's dropping.
I was waiting for the beat. I was waiting for
it. This might be hard. Like, oh, okay. Nope.
Nah. I've lost faith in Kanye. as an
That didn't
artist.
surprise me though. Like when it comes to Kanye, I don't have expectations of shit because I'm like, this motherfucker don't give no fucks.
But,
The epitome of no fucks of what y'all niggas think is that nigga.
but to elaborate on what Maurice said, he was either last pod or the one before. He said it has to be dope because he used his mother's name as the title.
Y'all, it has to be dope. It's probably the best album in his fucking life to him. So it
I
don't
think he
even matter to
knows.
him.
I think the
I think
fact
he
that
give a
he hold it off
until
on it
Kendrick
for
dropped.
so long lets me know that he didn't have that kind of faith in it. All the
We can see
listening
that.
parties and all that shit. It's quite evident that he did not have the confidence that he had in all those other
I
albums
can't
that
say
were
I
dope.
think he
anything's
messed up.
evident with
I
that
didn't.
gentleman.
Now I'm gonna say
It's
this.
hard for me to say anything's evident with that fella.
I'm gonna say this because I said before we started recording. I have not listened to the whole album. I'm only like 14 tracks in, and on this 2-hour journey that Kanye is taking me on. But I think he messed up. I feel like he probably should have had the J track about 6 or 7 tracks in because that would have kind of like
Now we're sequencing.
revitalized people to kind of push through the rest to see if I'm gonna get another verse. Having Jay on the second track, I said,
I
okay,
think even the
Kanye put
mixing
out
and
an
that
unfinished album.
that mixing and that fucking echo shit he likes to do that he did on Yeezus and all that. I do not fuck with that. Like
I don't like the
Man.
singing. I don't like the singing.
Life of Pablo, that nigga was on the cell phone talking to niggas. You think this guy cares? He's like, no, I'm just shooting my ad lib tracks. You're like, wait, did
I
he
just
press
really
this
think
motherfucker?
I just really think that Kanye.
He's sitting in the house like, this is fire.
I think for him when he got with the Kardashian clan and got get it out, it just I think it changed him. Like I don't know what that family has, what's in the vagina. I don't know. I just know that
I don't
he
even think
changed his.
I don't even think it's the family. I just think that some people just don't handle fame well. And then he, at the height of his fandom, he lost the most important portion of his life, and he just don't. He does not know how to deal.
Even then, though, he was still putting out certain quality of projects before then. But when he got with around his family, I mean, there are pictures of him with blonde hair and blue eyes, bro.
It's Kanye, nigga.
He did the Sammy Sosa.
There's a picture of him with a grocery bag on his face too. What does that mean?
I'm saying, but this didn't happen until after them. This didn't happen before.
The publicity.
We can't figure out.
He's not grounded. When he lost his mother, man, him losing his mother was a big thing.
His mother kept, but he didn't lose his mother while he was with them. He lost his mother way before they even came in the picture, my nigga. You can't even say that it's mother's basis. Like it was a big gap.
I can't say that. I can't say that. I don't know
because it was 2009 or two.
I'm just saying we don't know how long that took for him. We don't know.
Yeah,
but that's his mama. That's all he had. That's all he had.
If I can get a little bit serious,
suppressed it for a while.
If I can get a little bit serious, like grief is different. If you know me, I was raised mostly by my grandparents, and I lost them both back to back, a year and a half apart. And you're in the now. I'm in the now by one. Another one hits. I'm in the now by that one, and so it's almost like a 3.5, 4 year span before grief really. I just hit the wall. Yeah. So you don't know just because it happened in 2009. It may not, because when it happened, he was like full stream ahead. He's Kanye up here. Everybody wants to track. His albums are doing good. So just maybe after he slows down, that's when it hits him. You know.
But I'm saying even what you're saying there is all speculation. I'm going by timeline of where he when it happened and when it happened. What you're saying is a speculation to that because I'm going by the time frame of when he was around that family and when shit started to go south.
Yeah, but we don't know when that could have been a.
When did he get with Kim? Was that Dark Twisted Fantasy after that one?
It was way after that one.
Think about this.
Around Life
just
of Pablo
having a
and
mom in the house changed him too.
What happened?
You know what I'm saying? He didn't have a mom. He lost his mom, and he just kept going. And then he got with the family, and then Chris became that mom figure. Yeah, we don't know what the fuck that did to him. Chris don't care about you know what I'm saying? But to him, it doesn't mean he didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He could have saw it different, and that could have fucked him up there.
I'm just going by.
So they both could be.
What I've seen, and same thing with Lamar Odom. Some of the things that I've seen,
Lamar is broken.
What the fuck happened?
Lamar is broken, man. My wife was watching like Love and Hip Hop something, and they had I saw Lamar. I said, this man is broken on the inside. You can see through his eyes. Like he's not the same. He's not the same, man. That man is broken. I don't know. I said, damn. I
I
don't know.
just feel like they drain the because you know their success is really usually based on others, and they kind of attach themselves to something
No,
and keep moving.
come on, you
I
can
feel
say that
like
with you can say that with certainty. Their success is based on others.
yeah, and they jump onto it and they just suck them dry, and then when they no
Oh,
longer need them,
The
they
shit started with OJ.
we ain't lost Travis Scott yet.
So
Travis Scott.
He's still the same Travis Scott.
See, the thing is, Travis Scott did to them what they've been doing to others. He attached himself to one
he's
who
the
was
black
about
Kevin
to be a
Federline.
billionaire, and he
So
knocked her up and said, "I get in that check."
he pimped the butterfly.
He pimped them, yes. Think about it. He even
He got
posts,
McDonald's
like,
bills
his
now.
biggest flex. His biggest flex is saying that my baby mama is a billionaire. So, like, when he says shit like
Oh,
that,
baby mama of 2.
yeah. So he knocked her up twice. He's collecting a check.
He
Like, he
went by
did
all
the smart.
he
That's the only thing
passed
I
by all that
respect about
surgery.
Travis Scott. I don't like his music.
When that nigga say he the hottest one in the room, he wasn't talking about weed. He was talking about something else.
Yeah, he's getting
He was talking about the IQ.
he's getting the bag, but he's getting it in a different way. He learned from Kevin Featherline, but he didn't make her look crazy. He just knocked her out. He did the nigga way.
Well, I guess we can say that our opinions on the Donya is. I'm gonna say mine is to be determined. I don't have a.
I'll say it's exactly what I thought it was gonna be, and I'm disappointed.
Would you say it's trash?
Uh,
Be disappointed
it's
if
not
what you
Paul
thought
George in
was.
it, but it's close.
Oh shit.
Damn. Well, I didn't
Keith?
mind it.
Keith, did you listen to it?
Nah, I haven't really had time yet.
Don't waste your time.
He's walking around Walmart. Hey,
Yeah,
nigga,
you're enjoying freedoms. Don't let that
Yeah,
lock
don't let
you
that
into
kill
something.
you. Don't let that kill your
Hey,
vibe.
man, do it.
Don't let Kanye kill your vibe.
Oh, fuck that. Don't do it. Don't get locked in.
Do
All right, so
Hold
moving on.
This is why I'm in favor of him changing his name to Yee, because then now we can say this is a different artist because it's a different
There you
name,
go.
right?
On hair, blue eyed. Yep. Anyway, moving on. I guess on a more serious note, well, we have all as a country, a world, have dealt with COVID-19.
That's humanity.
Yeah, humanity. So each one of us have different perspectives on it. So I guess we'll just go around the podcast and talk about the ways it's impacted us, whether it be personal or indirectly. Maurice, do you want to jump in, throw your hat in the ring?
You know, I'm freshly out of quarantine. I was positive. Spent a couple days not looking too well, but not as bad as most.
Nigga lost a good amount of weight too.
No hospital trip, nothing like that. It started off like a cold, and then it went to like a bad, to me it was kind of like a bad flu, like just like a little bronchitis in the chest type thing. That and some gestational problems. Lost a lot of weight, couldn't eat. You know, and it was not just me. You know, it was the whole family. And I learned a couple weeks ago. My sister, it went through my sister's household. So I mean, it's definitely a real thing. I mean, I know a lot of people out there don't think that COVID is real, but it's real. Um, was it scary? Very scary. Um, you know, but it's not it's like I said, it's not unbeatable. I don't think it's unbeatable. I don't think it's something that you should fear life or anything like that. You know, it affects everyone differently. You know, I just happened to, you know, I didn't crap out. When the dice rolled my way, it wasn't to crap out.
What about you, Kevin?
I mean, if that's y'all don't ever say that to the flu.
Crap out?
Like, I just feel like I don't fuck with it, but I don't stop my life, but I don't take it lightly, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like
You got to live, man.
Yeah, I gotta live, but I gotta. That shit is. I've seen
responsible.
what it can do to some people. Yeah.
Yeah.
That. Yeah. It can get bad. But like I said, well, not everybody. It didn't do that. It didn't take you out, which is a blessing, thank God. Like there was just a comedian who was just fucking. That fool was terrified. He had to go to the ER, and he was just like on there. He's like, I don't know if we'll make it through the night. And I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
Like that's scary because Amanda, that's not funny to me. It's funny to me, but it's probably not funny to everybody else. Because remember, we started shooting this because somebody at the school in my daughter's class contracted it. So we got her tested, and she kind of had a cold. So she was like, shit, does she have it? And it came back and she was negative. And then everybody in the house got sick. And I was like, well, if she's negative and we waited long enough, I think we're fine. We just have a cold. But then Amanda was like, nah, I don't want to wake up dead. I was like, well, you ain't going to wake up if you're dead. But
Fuck.
I don't
I
know.
think you have a couple of symptoms before you get to that. But it fucks with people.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's there,
I mean,
and it's
I was
worse.
I was in denial because I felt fine for a while, you know, and I have real bad allergies year round anyway, so I didn't really think anything of it. But then when my wife told me she didn't feel well, and I said, okay, let's go,
Yeah.
let's go see what's going on here, and you know, we made
Did you
it.
lose sense of smell?
No, I smell and taste the whole time.
I heard that's fucking weird. People were just like, man, I got this burrito and I can't smell it, taste this shit. I'm so mad.
I did have a friend who lost taste her taste and smell, and she was, you know, she wanted, she's like, man, I'm craving a Reese's cup, and her husband was like, why, you can't taste the shit?
I'd be killing tofu at that point. I'd be getting like, fuck it.
Can't
You know
taste the
what,
shit.
man?
I might as well eat healthy. Shit.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's hitting different. Like around here, man, we the first week we survived off watermelon. We was really niggering up. Like that was the only thing. That was the only thing that I would even risk eating. Like I didn't want anything solid. Like it's, you know how
Fuck.
you
It's supposed to be a
know,
serious segment. God damn.
I didn't want
Ooh,
anything
shit.
solid, man. It was we lived off watermelon and grapes because if you threw that shit up, it didn't hurt as much as throwing up a corny
Read the
asada burrito
definition.
or some shit. Of what?
Niggering it up. Go ahead. Definition.
Throwing it up?
Oh, you said niggering it up.
Oh, niggering up? Oh, you just doing, you take a black stereotype and you do it to the
Did
fullest.
y'all
Okay.
eat the seeds and shit? Like you chew
Oh,
the seeds?
oh, nigga, that's what we want. Who don't eat the seeds, nigga? That's how you eat them.
I guess I'm bougie. I'm just.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I mean, I was, man, like, so within the first week, I think my wife lost like 12 pounds. I lost about 8, and it was weird because I was the only one with a cough, and I was the only one with a cough, only one throwing up, and I was throwing up water. Like I couldn't hold water down, so I wasn't about to eat nothing else. And then when I finally got an appetite, man, I was fucking up that Campbell soup like a motherfucker. I just wanted hot soup, like just vegetable soup. Like I went small, and then the doctor told me no dairy, and I was like, "Nigga, you know who I am? Like I live off dairy. Like I need eggs and creamer. I had to drink coffee daily, But yeah, water. The first week watermelon, then slowly but surely around basically what they told us day 7 is the 7 between 6 and 10 are your worst days, and normally by day 7 you know how it's gonna go. And about day 8, I started feeling a little better, and then I'm back to normal now. You know,
What about you, Keith?
is he there?
Hmm.
There you go.
I mean, it's definitely changed the way I move. Mainly because I have, at least currently, I have 3 family members that have very weak immune systems. So I'm trying to be as careful as possible because still interact with them. So
Yeah.
I don't know. And then I have my own health problems, so it's kind of one of those things where, like, even though I'm kind of thinking about everybody else a little more, I'm still trying to watch myself too, because I'm not. I don't know how it would go.
I understand that. I
And
think one of
then
my biggest concerns was I wanted to make sure I'm not the cause of anybody else being sick.
yeah,
You know, I get what you're saying.
and then I recently found out the hell is that? Oh, um, last week, a family member of mine, way younger than me, passed from catching it. So it's one of those things where there's always that reminder of healthy people can pass too.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So that I'm not living in fear. I'm not gonna lie and say um, there wasn't a little bit of that last year in the beginning,
Yeah.
just because the lack of information and stuff like that, um, and obviously being on lockdown, like just the whole mood of the whole world was just doom and gloom. So um, the thing that upsets me the most is a lot of people out here still acting like it's just nothing.
there's a lot of people that swear it's still a hoax.
And it's just like, yo,
Yeah,
Those people are
they need
lying.
they need to walk through our ICU and see motherfuckers on ventilators.
I think they're lying. I think they're trolling. They're full of shit, and they just want
Well,
to fight.
I think a good portion of them are trolls.
I think they want to fight.
I've
They
seen
just want to fight.
coworkers say shit like that, and I just like that's crazy. Still
Or
think
they're brainwashed by the internet, and they go on those fucking crazy websites, and you're like, you believe this? Oh, you dumb.
Yeah.
About
You
you,
know,
Andy?
um. Oh, last year my sister contracted it, her whole household, and they just had the whole uh, not being able to smell or taste, and having congestion and stuff like that. But they were able to get through it. Um, this week my cousin Nathan, um, he had contracted it, and he moved to Texas. It's been about a month that he had contracted it. Um, and this week they found out he wasn't gonna make it. So it's like going through that shit and seeing his family go through that shit. Um, it's tough because you see how it affects his kids and his wife and not being able to be in the same room and like seeing how it can change shit and like it makes you think about possibilities of you getting it and what it can do to your personal life. Like what Keith was saying, like you're more mindful of it because you think about, even though you're being more considerate about other people, you are also thinking about yourself because you don't want to put your family through something like that. Um, I just know this pandemic changed a whole lot of shit. Um, just try to figure out uh, how to move and also try to live your life, but at the same time move carefully and respect and responsibly.
I think one of the scariest thing to me is that I felt like we had been moving safely, man. Like we had no cases close to us the whole time since it started. We've been in the clear. We was very very methodical about what we did. We took calculated risks. You know what I mean? And like we even to this day. I mean, if it's a 3 to 4 day incubation period, but like we can't narrow down where we possibly or how we even possibly contracted it. Like we can't say it was going here or it was this event or it was this person or we can't do that because when we look back over the timeline, like yeah, were we in public? Yeah, were we in public places? Some were crowded, yeah, but that day don't add up to the period, the incubation period, and kind of piggyback off what Stutter said. It was hard. Like I was in my case, the wife and I were real sick for a couple of days. My daughter like a champ, you know, she was pretty much normal, but I had those thoughts, man, like this house stands on my shoulders. I can't. I,
Psychological shit. Yeah.
I got to beat it. You know, what I mean, I got to beat it. If I go down, the house goes down.
My mom was crying when she had to get tested. This was last year. Somebody in the office caught it.
Yeah,
She was like, I don't want to get my grandbaby sick. And I'm like, well, you can't control that, but it fucks with you mentally too.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, the worry, because like you said, some people make it, some people don't, and that thought of not making it definitely crossed my mind personally a couple times. So I know the worry, man. It's rough. It's rough.
Has this? I don't know if that's too personal.
Go ahead, what?
Has this changed your outlook on the vaccine?
Yes and no, because I've done more research on the vaccine, and basically, um, there's a doctor in, scientist Doctor Way, someone way smarter than me, saying how people, because we had the Delta variant, so people saying
Mhm.
how people who are vaccinated are actually um catching the Delta and then spreading the Delta because they don't
No.
they're not necessarily getting symptoms, so they're actually a carrier and don't know they're a carrier because they have the previous vaccine. So and like a lot of times it's kind of like it's similar to the flu shot. So just because you have it doesn't mean you can't contract it. And so you basically, my take on the vaccine is I mean, it's a gamble. It's like the flu shot. It's a gamble. You might get it, you might not. And then if you don't have it, are you strong enough to beat the disease
That's where
without?
the kicker is for me.
That's what it is.
That's where it comes in for me, where I'm like, fuck it. I mean, I smoke these things, so I'm not worried about what's in the motherfuckers. So like, if we catch it and we all have it, fuck. At least we'll beat it.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. That's cool.
Uh,
It's
where
a
we go
mad
from
serious
here?
topic too. Like
Yeah,
that's a
man.
mad
That
serious
shit.
topic.
I was almost.
We got
I was
deep real
trying.
fast.
I was. I was trying not to tear up. So oh,
Oh, can I
I
put? I
didn't even
mean,
see that.
they're not gonna see
What's
this,
that?
but yeah, fuck my mom's job. I'm just gonna put
Oh,
that out there
Oh,
that was whoa.
because
Keith ready to shoot it off.
she's a cancer survivor. Her job knows this, but they don't give two fucks about it.
they won't let her work from home.
Three, no, there's been three people, or is it four, that have come down with it in her office.
Oh shit.
And not only did they not want to tell anybody about it, I mean, I guess legally they can't.
Well, they can't say who, but they
Yeah,
can say. But then the problem with that with COVID is that if you say yes, someone contracted COVID and you motherfucker got quarantine, you pretty much figure out what it is.
yeah. I mean, that's how everybody
That's
kind of
true.
figured out
Witch hunt.
who ended up with it, and they didn't work terribly far from where she works in the
We should stop
office.
worrying about the who. That's what we need to not worry about because we're driving
So,
each other to fucking hate each other.
Yeah.
well, no, I
We
mean,
was doing that
there was
before
no hate or
before the COVID.
anything.
Yeah,
Like,
true. That's true, but it's on high alert now.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, that's
it's
the thing.
the witch hunt.
You can't control how other people live, man. So you
Yeah.
can only control how you and your unit moves. And I mean, Stutter knows, man. My our circle is really small. I don't really hang around a lot or fuck with a lot of people. So I didn't think catching it would be a possibility. With my circle being as small as it is. So you can't control it. I mean, we could have got it at a grocery store. It could have been shit. I could have got it at a customer pickup on the job. Like,
You
there's,
literally,
there's no
the fucked up thing is you literally could have just walked the same path as someone who had it and you didn't even know
yeah
you walked through it. Like
yeah
it's the same
yeah
path there where someone sneezed, You just happen to walk through that path. You wouldn't even know.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just grateful that everyone okay. Everyone who also tested positive that was at my daughter's birthday party is okay. Everybody survived. No one's on ventilators. We're strong. Everybody's back 100%. We good. I mean, and um even there was people who tested positive out of our group that were vaccinated, and they had very mild symptoms, but again they were positive. So
This is,
um
I don't want to go too much into this vaccine shit, but like that's the thing that gets me is when people tell me that they're like, well, you could still get it, and you're like, yeah, there's nothing out there in the world that's 100%. There's nothing.
yeah, I mean, 100% that you can't get it or that will protect you.
Well, no, it seems as if it protects. But you can't like that 100% that you won't get it. You know what I mean?
Only thing that protects you from sickness is death.
I mean,
Right.
that's you
This is
trying to
getting too
you doing
getting
some
too deep.
motherfucking Socrates shit.
It's getting too deep for me. Moving on some lighter shit to make me laugh before I fucking snap. Crate challenge.
Houdini put out a new album. Oh,
Great challenge.
Crate
that's the
challenge.
best.
The Hood
We
Olympics.
could we could flip it into some conspiracy shit, nigga, if you want to. Cause they're
Nah,
doing that
$1,000
already.
for Andy to do it.
Look,
Already do it. Ooh.
Wait. What'd you say, Keith?
I said $1,000 for Andy to do it
Nah.
Shit, a
$1,000.
rack.
on live.
Should I do it for a rack?
Can I fail?
Show me the
Am I
1,000
allowed to
first.
fail? I fail? Like I don't have to finish, right?
Show me
No,
the
you have to
1,000
finish.
first.
That's the
I'm gonna
point.
fall on the first crate.
Show me the 1,000 first.
Like it. I like the. Well, let me do this.
I'm more concerned about where people are getting these crates from.
Nigga,
No, I'm mad I
crates
didn't.
is
I
easy
need.
to get.
I
They
shouldn't
stole those from the
invest in
grocery
it.
store.
Like you know
You try to
how
invest
beer.
in it? You think this is public?
Do you
On the
do you know
stock
how?
market?
You know how beer pong got like official cups and shit like that. No, I'm gonna start making
Oh,
some
yeah.
official
Those
crates.
were white guys. These is niggas. They ain't gonna. Come on, Keith. Come on now.
I mean, if you make them blingy enough, they'll get them.
And
Oh, you talking about culture
y'all-
vultures?
Yeah.
Did y'all see the crate? Did you see the crate challenge of the white people where they built a platform over their pool, and then they had on the platform they had the crates on the platform, so when they fell off the crates they fell into the water, so they
Safe.
wouldn't kill themselves.
It's smart.
Safe.
I mean, it's still dumb, but it's
It's
smart.
That takes out the challenge. You're supposed to get hurt.
I want my people to be safe out here, and I feel like we do a lot of dumb
No,
shit.
nigga.
All right,
I'm cool with it. I'm gonna tell you.
What did you say earlier, Maurice? What was it?
what the niggerdom?
Niggerish.
The niggerish? It's
Hey.
real niggerish?
I'll take this niggerish because niggerish with the knockout challenge and all those other things. Fuck all that. Hey, hurt yourself. Hurt yourself. Like
I will say this: a couple
White people been doing
videos,
this for years.
the couple videos I've seen of the people actually making it up and down, like they're like hood legends now. They're
Dude
the
that
nigga who
rolled the
rolled the
joint?
blunt?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I was like, he must have invented this. He invented the crate challenge.
Oh, the first one I saw. I said, what the fuck is this?
Like, he ain't gonna make it, and then he started walking down. I was like, oh, he must be Elon Musk robot.
one thing I know about weed smokers, they ain't fucking up their weed. He was sure himself when he took
He
them
was gonna
steps.
get jumped on camera, like, hey, he dropped all the weed.
He
Some
wasn't
cocky
fucking up their
shit. That's
weed.
the hardest flex.
That is.
That's some
So
cocky
the
shit.
weed, so he wasn't tripping.
Yeah, he wasn't messing with that weed, man.
I'm all about it, but you know, white people gonna take this shit.
Oh yeah.
It's
I
gonna be
wouldn't
theirs, it's
be
gonna be-
surprised if it's gonna be like a stage in Ninja Warrior next season or some shit.
No, I wouldn't be
That
surprised
would
if
be
it ends
dope
up in the
if they
Olympics in
paid-
like
they
20
came up
years.
with it. Nah, that's still black shit.
Nah,
They ain't put that in the Olympics. The only black shit they gonna have in there is basketball because it's Canadian.
I mean, breakdance is about to be in the Olympics.
Oh, that's dope. I forgot about that. My bad. Let me shut the fuck up.
I mean, how many Olympic sports isn't black shit? Well, am I too broke?
No.
Oh, let me step up.
What you mean? What you mean? You talking about soccer, nigga? That ain't black
don't
shit.
we
That's
do everything?
international as fuck.
Don't we do
That's
everything though?
international.
Don't we do everything though?
Ah, shit.
No, no, we don't.
If-
No, we don't. We do water polo, nigga. We do fucking
Right.
synchronized swimming, diving.
I know.
We avoid water.
I
Fencing?
know. I'm gonna sound
I
like
ain't
an
seen no
asshole
nigga
for
fencing.
saying this.
What's that?
You got about 2 minutes left, nigga.
You got what time?
It's 10. It's about to be 10:30.
I mean,
Oh shit.
it is kind of late. I mean, we can wrap it up. I mean,
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it
I
out there
don't
because I
wrap
know we like normally we get into this and we go in depth.
Rapping, yeah.
okay, yeah. Keep it going. Next segment. So yeah, fuck that.
Yeah,
Craig
you
Jones,
right.
y'all niggas is crazy. We don't want to linger on.
What
Next
you do?
Next shit. Next topic that I'm seeing from this list here is Nelly's country album.
No.
Nelly put out a
Kari
country album.
Richardson.
You
Finishing
know what? I
last.
heard that album, and we did. Let me speak on that real fast. We said it was he's singing. He's singing on there too.
Yes.
It's like a country album. That
Yeah,
nigga said, "Fuck it, let's switch it up." So
he's rapping.
I'll give him props for trying something new.
I take the Nelly album over the Donna. Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
I can say that.
Next
I say
take.
that. I'll rock some more with
Next
Nelly than I
take.
do Donda.
How about this hurricane?
It ain't fucking around. That hurricane ain't
That
fucking
shit's
around.
terrible.
Yeah.
I got two friends. I thought they left the state. They just stayed. I'm like, God damn, I gotta call y'all niggas in the morning and make sure y'all still there.
I don't know what Southern Texas, Southern Louisiana has done to society, but the world is pissed. It seems like every 4 years they get hit with something else. They keep talking about earthquakes on us, but nigga, we ain't had a big earthquake in a while.
I can go outside, like I said, I can go outside for an earthquake, and if the ground splits, I'm gonna walk the other way. I'm cool. I can't run from wind.
Isn't it usually near the Gulf?
What's that?
Isn't it usually centered near the Gulf?
Yeah.
Those are.
They said it was a category 4, but it's only 2 miles per hour short of a category 5, and I was like, well, that's a category 5 if you ask me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So prayers to them. Let me say that. Prayers to them.
I will just keep, like I always say, West Coast is the best coast. We here.
Yeah, I will say that because everywhere I've lived from Georgia to wherever they go, oh man, how you live in Southern California without earthquakes, nigga? We get through earthquakes just fine. I don't know how people live with tornadoes, hurricanes, shit like that. They literally can fucking pick you up and send your ass elsewhere. And like I remember
rebuild your house every year.
I usually have to remind people it's not even the earthquakes that we compete with. It's the fucking wildfires.
Yeah.
And that's
fuck earthquake.
pyro people in the hills.
What used to get me is being at like my family's houses, and that like they'll be on tornado watch, and everybody's watching television, just sitting there all comfortable. And I'm looking like, y'all don't see that little thing at the corner of the screen that says tornado watch, nigga? Like, is no one else paying attention to this? Why are you guys
see
so
the
calm?
clouds?
Like,
we'll see the clouds when they show up.
And they'll be so calm about it. And I'm like, but y'all got the nerve to ask about earthquakes when y'all got this shit all the time?
They got a basement and a cellar. They good. They said they were rebuilt.
Some of them don't.
Oh, shit.
I watch a lot of disaster shows, and a lot of motherfuckers just go in the bathroom. I'm like, yeah, what if the whole house is gone?
The entire fucking house.
Yeah.
Well, you got one last shit before you went.
Yeah.
One buck said, lay in the bathtub, you survive.
Fuck that. But I don't want to be that guy, but I'm gonna have to call it early.
That's good.
I have to do one thing though. One thing just out of my thing. I want to send out prayers to those service members who lost their lives.
Yes.
In Kabul.
Yes.
They were doing a whole bunch of dope things in a bunch of bars I saw. That they put 13 glasses of beer on a bunch of tables and reserved it for them, and I was like, "That's actually dope."
That's what's up.
On them.
That's what's up.
Because they didn't fucking ask for that shit.
Yeah.
They signed up to do the job, but it's like, come on, y'all could have planned this better. Could have planned this way better. They didn't have to die.
Most definitely.
So,
it's
world, say on that.
That shit.
It's crazy.
It's world, boy. I'll say it.
Crazy.
Like, it's fucked up.
Crazy.
Yeah, we can say that for the next podcast because
if I was in, I was ready. Like if I was still in, I'd be like, hey, let's go, let's launch them. Somebody asked me if it made me want to suit back up. I was like, absolutely not. I'm not gonna suit back up. But if I was out there, let's rock, let's roll. So I'm hoping I guess I got a different mentality on that. I hope they go do the right do it the right way.
Yeah.
Don't go bomb shit, send in the seals, let that shit rock.
So,
America.
with that being said, this is gonna be an early sign off, but
Yeah.
shout out to
Like
everyone
2,
for
3
rocking with
hours.
us. 10 episodes, and we're keeping it consistent. We're trying
Appreciate
to at
y'all,
least.
man.
Yeah, we're trying.
We
And
appreciate y'all.
everybody, I know everybody's going through their shit in the world, and we just try to get through it and make this work. And we appreciate everybody that actually does tune in. And again, signing off the Heavyweight Podcast. I'm Studder McFly, and the rest of these guys are
Kevin Wendell.
Mo.
Keith, the technician.
the nigga on the couch that is now
The technician on the couch.
technician on the couch.
That's why he's top notch.
But yeah, I appreciate these guys for rocking. I think this is dope. Again, until next time, this has been the Heavyweight Podcast. Peace.
Peace. Hit the button.